good evening to you. Welcome to Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. It's Thursday night, so we're doing Auntie Yaa'S reading Nook. On this page, on Thursdays, we read a short passage from my second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And on Sundays, Mrs. Boatma Russell and I do a cozy book chat. We read from the book and have an extensive discussion. Tuesdays is Practical Nyamisem. So today we are here and we're going to be tackling this topic, if I can find it and pull it up. But before we do that, I have some great news to tell you of. Hey, yesterday I did, a book interview with my schoolmate, classmate from back in the days when we were in secondary school, Kiki Chats. I want to thank Candy for giving me that platform. It was an fantabulous event despite the technical challenges that we faced. Now, if you're in the UK, you might want to watch it on Sky Channel 7. I don't know what those mean, but over there it says Sky Channel 7 in brackets 182. It'll be showing on Sunday, and then it'll be repeated on Sunday and Tuesdays. So the good news that I have for you is that there's going to be an epic interactive Zoom event coming soon on the beauty of a woman's heart. I would encourage you to get a copy of this inspiring book so you can participate. The date will be announced in due course. Hey, if you don't have a copy of the book, I can't showcase you. This is an opportunity for you to come and participate and also give your insight. So I will be putting the book link in the chat. Okay, go get your copy. It's going to be an exciting event. Yes. And so with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share, and then we'll come back and I will tell you what today's topic is. So let's do the sharing and take it from there. I trust you are having a lovely day as usual. Yes. I don't want to even talk anymore about time because today is already August 19th. Yes, it's my anniversary of sorts. Many years ago, many moons ago, I left Ghana to come to Canada, and I landed here on August 20th. Yes, it's interesting how time has flown. We're in a different season of life now. I came as a young girl, yes, in her 20s. So it's been quite the journey, and God has been good. We thank Him for His mercies and His protection. So now that I've done that, let me share to some friends who usually join us. Okay, let's see. I hope I'm getting everybody that I'm supposed to get. Sometimes I forget some people. I think I'm good. Just one more person. Oh, I can never find him. Let me try one more time. Yes, so you see, I was talking about how quickly time passes. Wasn't it just the other day that school was out and kids were so happy to be home for summer break? And now it's time to go back again. Yeah, and so we have it. So I'm done. Let's see. Tonight we are talking about, where can I find it? I have so many things on this banner. Just give me a sec. It'll pop up somehow. Okay, there we go. Auntie Yaa'S reading Nook. So we're going to go to page 97 of The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. If you have your book, please go to that page with me, and we shall read this short passage, and then I will dissect it Not like I'm in a lab dissecting, no. I hated those science experiments in secondary school. I never had a head for science. Anyway, let's carry on. So I say, rise up. Dear woman, is your face covered in shame? Have you been neglected or cast aside? Are you afraid or trapped in fear and the opinions of men? Redefine yourself. Now is the time to arise. Look deep within you to that gift the Master has placed within you. It is time to arise. Time will not wait for you. The time is now. I'll take that again. Time will not wait for you. The time is now. Let him make beauty out of your ashes. Time indeed does not wait for anyone. And if you want to get going in life, you have to take the time and do what you need to do. Nobody's going to do it for you. So let's talk about it. Let me keep this page open. I made some notes too, so we can have a full discussion. It's a very short passage, really. Let me see. Very short indeed. It's probably about 7 or 8 lines. But guess what? I think I got about 4 pages of notes, so at least there's something to talk about. So I said, is your face covered in shame? What do I mean by that? There's women, and we've all gone through it. Some of us have gone through very painful childhoods and all that. So if we say your face is covered in shame, you'll be mocked. Yes, people mock you just for the mere fact of your looks. Yes. I don't know. Growing up, the name calling was horrendous. Yes, it was horrendous. You were looked down on, not valued, abused, and disdained. Yeah. There's a lot of people with this type of story. And I say that we are the walking wounded. I never stop using that term because I like it. It describes it perfectly, that we're carrying so much baggage. And we're not a people where we grew up. We don't tend to want to deal with emotions. We don't talk about things, least of all our feelings. If you talk about your feelings, you're considered to be a wuss, as they say in this part of the world. But to be a healthy human being, you need to be in touch with your feelings and own them, the good or bad, the ugly. Because when you are able to deal with your feelings and whatever baggage it is that you're carrying, then you'll be able to move forward. But we've done ourselves a disservice, and because we don't talk, everything is quiet. As my lady friends say, I always say, "Katasumwe too much covering up, cover up, cut up, cover up." And then the emotions, the baggage sit inside us, pressing down on us, and we're seething inside. And then what we do is we lash out at other people, and we see it all around us, especially women lashing out at each other. We don't stop to realize or to think that we are in a lot of pain, and we haven't taken the time to deal with our pain. You need to take it out and look at it and address it. So, and then to like, you are not valued. If you are from a family, or people have hard stories of hardship. Some stories, look, it's not all bad, don't get me wrong, but sometimes we go to two extremes too, right? There are people who were so pampered, overly pampered, that they think that everybody owes them everything, and there's some too, they didn't have anybody. And if they were lucky enough, they found somebody outside of their family circles who was a mentor to them and who helped them. But a lot of people, a lot of women have been abused and disdained. They are not worth anything, they're of no value. So, in carrying on, I say, have you been neglected or cast aside? When I say neglected or cast aside, like there's no respect or honor for you, whether be it in your family, circles, or be it in your relationship, be it marriage, common law, whatever, what have you. Cast aside, meaning putting up with men, even cheating on you. You see, if you look at our situation and where we come from, the badge of honor for women is to be called the missus. So no matter what it takes, you have to stay in that relationship. So you have a lot of women who tell you that, oh, boys will be boys, men will be men. If they cheat on you, it doesn't, I don't care what my husband does so long as he comes home. Meanwhile, you are in pain. You are in pain and you can't address it. Usually, even when we find out that a husband is cheated on us, we run out and go and attack the woman. But how about you sit down and talk to your husband? What is really going on? What is really going on? To begin with, if you valued yourself, you wouldn't have to put up with this in a relationship. But it's because we've been defined in we have this role, we've been confined to this box, and this is what is expected of us. The man can go around and do whatever he wants, but you, the woman, can't. So you are sitting there allowing it to happen because you're too afraid to speak up. If you rock the boat, he will leave you. That's what has been put in you, that you are nothing without a man. But you need to realize the reason why I'm writing this Rise Up is that you are a human being. God brought you here. What do you have? You are valuable. He created you in his image. So why on earth would you let a society or a culture define you? Why on earth would you let a man define you? There's honor, there's respect in these relationships. Don't get me wrong. But as a human being, you do not have to put up with abuse. Hello, Miss Sage. Welcome. I hope you're having a great day. So you don't have to put up with these kinds of things. Hi, Eleanor. Nice to see you. How are you? I hope your book reading is great. I trust you finished the day. Yeah, so, it's like, don't neglect yourself. Look, you can be in a relationship, and yes, maybe you go into the relationship and you didn't know how it would turn out, and it didn't turn out as great as you thought it was. We all have these fairy tales in our minds, especially as the women, that everything is hunky-dory, marriage is, but sometimes it's not like that. You have two different people from two different backgrounds coming into a relationship. Hey, if you did the work beforehand, everything is all great, hunky-dory, you're the best of friends, you work through your difficulties. But it's not like that for everybody. But are you going to lose yourself? This is where I'm saying that you think that just because you've been married or you're in a relationship with a man, you are lucky. It's almost like you are even lucky to have the man. So you put yourself in this subservient position of doing anything to keep that relationship. But sometimes it is not healthy for you. If you haven't built it on respect in terms of both of you laying out what your needs are, what what your responsibilities are, what your expectations are in the relationship, it can go haywire pretty fast. Yes. So I go on to say, are you feeling unworthy? What do I mean by that? You feel less than. You don't think you are good enough. Yes, there are a lot of us who feel that way, women, because we think, oh, I'm not smart. Oh, I'm not this. You talk to a lot of women and they put themselves down. They put themselves down, and it's sad to watch. Oh, I'm a klutz. Oh, I'm not so smart. Oh, I'm so stupid. No. Why would you say that to yourself? Why would you say those kinds of things to yourself? And then I carry on by saying, are you afraid or trapped in fear and the opinions of men? So that is, I'll call that our national disease because, I'll speak for myself. Growing up, okay, my dad is an Ashanti, my mom is an Akuapem. And you know how equipping people are teased. When they are even insulting you, they will say please. So we were taught to be very respectful. You see elders and you are bowing. You don't look adults in the face when you're talking. All these kinds of things. Like, those were good values. If you've heard me on this platform before, I've always said that when I moved to Canada, I kept the good values from Ghana. I picked the good values from here and I meshed it to live my life. But I'll have you know that if you are living in that environment, even now it's changed because people seem, with what we hear coming out of our homeland, people have become so callous and, what have you. I don't want to go on about that. But the thing is, we are taught all these values, but there was nothing like confidence building. Even it should have started in the school system to teach people to believe in themselves. So as a result, we are timid. It's almost like we are beaten down. Look, I've had the opportunity. Look, I was the same way till I came here. And I know that a lot of people have this mindset from where we come from, that women who come to Abotre, they are this, they are that. No, you know something? You are in a different environment. You need to have the confidence to maneuver the system. So you better be building yourself up. I can safely say that I barely had self-esteem when I came here, but anything I've learned in this environment, because you need to stand up for yourself. You need to be able to verbalize. If you can't talk, look, I've gone into government offices. I work in a government office myself, and then I see the way people get treated because they cannot speak English. Not knowing a language, as I've said, should not be equated with being stupid, but that is the reaction you get. And so we, with our timidity, not being able to speak up, not being able to verbalize, you go into these interactions, and of course, the Obroni man will just bamboozle you and treat you like you are no, you know. But if you know your left and your right and you're able to speak up, I'm not saying go and speak some big Cambridge English or kakra odibetwa, just a little maneuver, speak up. If something is not going right, you need to be able to speak up, have the confidence to go to a counter and say what it is that you need. That is what I'm talking about in this instance, okay? And so then by being trapped in fear and the opinions of men, you have no faith in yourself. There are certain people, many people, who will not make any decisions unless somebody has told them what to do, because we are so afraid to step out, to take a step. We don't feel capable. And so we won't step out and try new things. But I talk about a lot of these things because we, the women, think about it for a second. In most cases, it's the women who are managing or raising the children. The man is around, but chances are he goes to work early or whatever, and you are the one who has to get the kids ready, send them to the bus, or drive them to school. And also, when these interactions happen, notes from the school, this and that, usually it's the woman. And then she may tell the man, hey, this is what is going on. So tell me, if you don't have confidence in yourself, you don't want to be able to string some words together and go speak to a teacher or go speak to a counselor, speak to a principal, what's going to happen to your child? You see, and they are so big too. They watch these dynamics. If you're a parent who's pushy, you go there, they see you, they know that they can't mess with your kid. So when I'm saying rise up, this is all part of it. Be confident as a woman. Don't sit down and allow yourself, don't let these stereotypes and whatever define you so much. And I'm not saying go around and be rude and crass, and no, that's not the conversation we're having here. We are talking about an empowered woman, somebody who's bold, able to stand up, able to speak up for herself, able to impact others. Because what you bless somebody with it. In these dynamics, as I was saying, that maybe sometimes we come here and we don't do too much with ourselves, or we can't be bothered. It's our children who suffer. I described the classroom situation, didn't I? So in these dynamics, even sometimes we have children who don't even want their parents to come into the school system because they know their parents don't know diddly squat about what's going on. Why put our children in this situation? So you need to rise up. Yes, because the men can't do everything. They can't do everything. You are supposed to help them. So this is how you can help, by managing some of these dynamics in the home. So, and I was saying that we don't feel capable. Nobody's expressed any confidence in you. Nobody has believed in you. So you always think, I can't do this. That's the song that you sing. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Oh, I can't learn. You know? Yeah. And it becomes a problem. So basically, I've been talking about rise up, and I'm saying rising up, meaning that, all these things that you have in your past or in your life, feeling neglected, feeling cast aside, your face covered in shame, feeling unworthy, feeling trapped by opinions and feeling trapped in fear and the opinions of men. What are we going to do about it? So I say redefine yourself. So in the meantime, we'll go for a commercial break. And when I come back, we'll talk about how you're going to change these things to become a better version of yourself. Let's see. Okay. Hello, and we are back. So the book again is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, and you can get it on. I always forget to bring my ticker up. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing well, am I? Hang on a minute, give me a sec. You can get it on Amazon worldwide, Canada, USA, France, Britain, Spain, Italy, and Innovi Books. As well, I want to tell you about an event that is coming up for those who joined after I started. There is an epic Zoom event coming soon on the beauty of a woman's heart. Get your copy of this inspiring book so you can participate. The date will be announced in due course. Hey, this is an opportunity for you to also come and share your insights. So if you don't have the book, how can you participate? How can I showcase you? So go get that book. And with that said, I have to remember to throw the links into the chat. Hang on, just give me a sec. Let me do that right now because we forget. Oh, the interview with... Thank you, Message. I saw your comment after. Thank you. Do you know, it's unbelievable the challenges that we ran into. We couldn't get on. Even the Facebook feed would not work. And 3 times we tried to get on. So I'm like, okay, what is going on here? But it all worked out in the end. So we thank God for that. Give me a sec. I was talking. Let me leave it on so that people can see it again. I'm just trying to find the book, the chat, the link for the book, and throw it in here so that people can go and get the copy. You can find it on Amazon and Innovi Books. So we're working on this event behind the scenes. So we will let you know, okay? And it will be on Zoom, like the notice says. So you can come on and participate with us. It should be, it will be fantastic. So stay tuned, okay? All right, so the link is in the chat. Yes, it worked out. We thank God. So right now I've said a bit about all the issues that we have that we might want to rise up from. We're going to talk about redefining yourself. So the question that I'll ask you, woman, dear woman, is who are you? I know we know who we are. I'm this and that. I'm Yaa'S, you are Eleanor, you are Sage, all that. But it's a deep question. Who are you? Stand in front of the mirror and look into your eyes. How many of us can stand and look at ourselves in the mirror? A lot of people are not comfortable with that. Yes. For me, I'll tell you what, I feel retirement coming on lately, especially this week. When I wake up, I feel so tired, so exhausted. But when I get up and I go into the bathroom, I look in the mirror and I smile at myself. I do that just to perk myself up and wake me up. So you need to take care of yourself. You start by knowing who you are. Don't neglect yourself. Don't ignore yourself. Don't put everything into other people and forget you. Secondly, I'll say, what are your likes and dislikes? Sit down and think about it. Why do you need to know this? It's quite important because you see, you are in relationships. As a person, there's things that you like and things that you don't like. But if you're a timid person and you don't know how to stand up for yourself or speak up for yourself, and you have a friend who's always taking advantage of you because you are so timid, they'll keep doing it to you and you keep being silent and going, hmm. But if you are strong in what you stand for, what you like and what you don't like, and you know that, look, I'm fair to people. I don't cheat people. I don't take advantage of people. So I don't appreciate other people doing that. You'll be very firm. Quickly, you'll stand up for yourselves and let them know. If they are a good friend, they'll change and come around. If they are not, and their intent was to use you, or as often happens with us, you who has brought up the issue, you become the bad person. And so the person will walk away from you, go around spreading all kinds of lies and things about you and causing confusion. Pretty soon, everybody in your circle of friends will be looking at you and thinking, you go, what happened here? Yes, you've been blacklisted. I said earlier, we're not a people we weren't taught how to stand up for ourselves, emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, and that. So we are afraid to speak up and let people know how we feel about things. Because, yes, when you speak up, people don't like you. I'm like that. And I've heard things that people have said about me because I've spoken up. But at the end of the day, I was able to sleep with a clear conscience because I wasn't going to do anything that would make me feel horrible and be thinking and thinking. Because when somebody is taking advantage of you or used you, you know, and it doesn't sit well. It's an ugly feeling, really. And so I go on to say, what are your strengths? Write them down. Write them down. We don't like to do these kinds of exercises, digging deep. Somewhere in this book, I think I was talking about finding out who you are. I say, unravel the layers like an onion, peel back the layers. You need to dig because otherwise you've lost yourself. You don't know who you are, right? Write down your strengths and then to write down your weaknesses. Take the two lists. How can you build on your strengths? And how can you improve on your weaknesses? Right. So it's good to know this because you might tell yourself, oh, hey, I like drawing. When I was in school, I used to be really good at art, this and that. And then you go, oh, why don't I go pick it up? There's all kinds of things around. There's drawing books around, things you can do. You see, we think that all we are here for is to work, 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 work like horses. Yesterday, I was talking about work like horses. What do we do to relax? Even doodling, drawing relaxes you. You can even say, hey, I work hard. I've seen this course at the community college, an art thing. I'm interested. I'm going to take a class. It's therapeutic or whatever else might take your fancy, right? So then I go on to say, how can you leverage your strengths and your weaknesses to redefine yourself for the new path you are going on? Be real, be honest with this. Look, it takes a lot to sit and analyze yourself, like pick yourself apart and say, yeah, I'm this way, yeah, I'm that way, but I'm good at this, I'm good at that. We don't tend to take stock, but start. Just do it. You'll get a lot out of it. So I go on to say it is time to rise up. Don't focus on your lack of self-esteem, insecurities, or inadequacies, or what have you. Turn them into a positive. Turn them into a positive. Like even when you're talking about yourself, oh, don't say, oh, I'm so dumb, I'm not good at math, I'm this and that. You can say, hey, yeah, I wasn't good at math when I was younger, but I'm willing to try. Maybe it's a game or something. Let's try. Show me what to do. Always be willing to learn something new. It when you do that, when you want to always focus on the positive instead of putting yourself in a negative light, it helps you, it pushes you a little along the path of embracing new things. But if you are so afraid, so scared, you just say there, oh, I can't do this. So pretty soon you are left in the corner there, stagnating full time. So, and then, yeah, rebuild by focusing on your strengths. What are you good at? What are you good at? I didn't know that. If you had told me how many years ago, 5, 10, how many years ago, that I'd be sitting here talking and I would have said, oh, really? But I can't speak. So I figure, and I used to be very shy back in the day. Yes, the way we were raised. It gets to a point you need to build some confidence and be able to speak. If you go into a room or you're at a function and just you're asked to speak on the cuff, like just on the spur of the moment, you should be able to put 10 words out there, keeping it brief. Those are confidence builders. It's not everybody who's going to be put in those situations, but I'm just saying that if you are busy and you are interested in developing yourself, these are some of the things that you work on. If you're a shy person, you can go stand in front of the mirror, read your sentences to yourself. You read a little, you look up, you scan. You don't look into people's face. I always talk about this. Look on top of their heads, but scan the room. Like just little tips to build your confidence, right? So use your story to build others up. Like for me, I could sit here saying that a woman at my age, over 60, and looking back and all the mistakes or the things that you could have done and didn't do. Am I going to sit in the corner and be weeping as though, woe is me, life has passed me by? Or, hey, am I going to energize myself by talking about my experiences, sharing my experiences to bless somebody back there? Yes, and they are. I have a granddaughter who is, She's 13, going on 14. If you give her a book like this to read, you'll be helping her. There's those in the 20s coming, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. This book is relatable. When you read it, you go, oh yeah, I've been through that. Or even if your story won't be exactly like mine, but you can draw some parallels and say, oh yeah, this seems, I've gone through this, I relate. So use your story to build others up. I've always said that I admire women from this part of the world because they use their experiences to be advocates. Maybe they've had a bad experience. They were into prostitution or they were human trafficked. And so now they become advocates. They go around and talk to people. But with us, it will be a shame factor. Oh, isn't she ashamed coming to stand there talking about this? Because we rise up in, what do you call it, righteous indignation, condemning people, instead of seeing how their story might bless somebody else. As well, start to think big. When I say start to think big, I'm not talking about, the hot, oh, I'm going to do this. No, no, no. You take your small steps, but think of yourself, like think big in the sense that I am able to, I can do it. I can. Don't say I can't. Motivate yourself. I don't know what form that might take. Maybe you might want to listen to inspirational podcast, like I said, believe in yourself. Listen to inspirational podcasts. There's a wealth of information out there that will help you. You get ideas and it gets you thinking. And pretty soon you are changing your mindset and the way you think and see yourself. And also, I say, set goals for yourself. Start small. Look, I'm somebody, I have little notebooks all over the place. The dollar store, dollar tree, $1.25. So, because sometimes you have ideas or you want to do something, you go, oh, okay, I'll use this book for that. You jot down your ideas. It's something you may not get to it in the immediate future, but it's something that you can work on in the future, long, far away there, but you'll get there. Yes. And also spend time wisely. Take up new challenges, cut out the time wasters. Yes, there's a lot of things that we do that are time wasters. Instead of sitting on the phone talking for hours or gossiping about something, why don't you do something new, something you've been meaning to do? Invest in something, in reading a book to get new ideas. What have you? It could be anything. Yes. And also, I'm saying cut out time wasters and then things or people who drain you. There's certain people who are toxic and they might not even be invested in you being a better version of yourself because you play a certain role in their life and they don't want you to change from that role. Maybe they are using you. You are the one who has a car in the friendship. So every time, oh, take me here, take me for groceries. I'm not saying don't give people rights, but sometimes people are not honest with you. They don't love you for you or they don't like you for you. They like you for what you can do for them. So you watch, as soon as you start cutting it out, it becomes, you sense some hostility from them. Yes. And also, don't forget your body. Take care of yourself, exercise, eat properly. Yes. And I say again, also prioritize rest, relaxation, and recovery. What is recovery? By recovery, I'm talking of getting back on track because, you had all these issues. You're over there thinking badly of yourself, no confidence, no this. What am I doing wasting time? And you tell yourself, I need to rise up. Yes. As a woman, you need to do more for yourself. There's a lot you can do for yourself, and you'll be happy doing it, and you'll be fulfilled, and you'll be a blessing. And whatever you do, you are even if you are not an inspiration to anybody on the outside, you're an inspiration to your family, your children, your grandchildren could be watching you, or they are watching you, and they learn from you. And in the future, when they are tempted to give up, they'll go, oh, hey, my mom, my grandma was always pushing, pushing, pushing. Why should I stop now? Like my mom is in her 80s and I love that she's go, 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 go. So if she's go, 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 what excuse do I have to stop now? I like this season of my life. I do. I like it because I have things that I want to do and I'm free to do them because my kids, my children are all. Hello, Amajo. How is it? I'm so happy for you. You're out of jail. I mean, Facebook jail, sorry, before people take it away. I'm glad to see you. How are you doing? So, yeah, rise up, woman. Rise up. I'll say it again. We were talking about rise up on page 97. So if you're coming late, you can go back and watch from the beginning. It's a pretty short video, so it shouldn't take you that long. As well, I said that there's an epic interactive Zoom event coming soon. The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Yes, get your copy of this inspiring book so you can participate. Hey, we want to be able to showcase you. You have the opportunity to come and share your insights. So if you get a copy, you'll be able to participate. So the date will be announced in due course. Amma is laughing. So yes, I thank you for coming here with me, listening to me, chatting with you. Thank you, Miss Sage. Eleanor, thank you for coming on. Amajo, thank you for coming. And anybody else who comes after, please leave us your comments and we'll respond to them. Again, do not forget to go get your copy of The Beauty of a Woman's Heart because you don't want to miss this event. Yes, take care of yourselves. Russell and I will be here on Sunday to do our book chat. Okay, have a blessed rest of the week. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.